What's going on? It is April 11th and it is hot as out here with Rocco and doing a really short, this is actually like a reconnaissance mission, a rescue mission. Heading back over the campsite I was at a couple weeks ago during that snow squall, because I think I left my fire kit there. It was buried in the snow. It's got to be where it is because I can't find it. So we're gonna do a real short hike. We got here a little bit later, and there's a possibility of a forest fire not far from here. We saw smoke on the way in. Panda called us as we were driving in. She's like, "Is Pinchot on fire?" Like, we're about to find out. It looks like it's on the other side of like Bear Creek and Mountaintop. That's what it looks like, but it's close enough. We're gonna keep an eye and a nose to the sky. But we're gonna hike in a short distance, go set up. I'm gonna test some stuff. We're gonna have some fun. All right, I'm gonna try. All right, so really only about 4 minutes into the hike and we're already down to the swamp here. But you can see the smoke in the distance. Out there you can kind of see out there. That is forest fire smoke. That's not good. And I've got, since it's a short hike in, I don't have my shoes tightened. I'm using as elastic laces. I'm carrying my water bottle. I've got my food tied to the back of my pack. It's swaying back and forth. I feel like a train wreck right now. But yeah, so last week I was talking about the burn ban. This is why we've had, what is this, like the 4th or 5th brush fire in the area this week?
Something.
There's been a lot of brush fires. It's just that time of year. So tonight, no fire, don't need it. I did bring my inflatable light lamp though.
So did I.
Yeah, I figured just gonna have fun in this one. Bring some different stuff. No tent, I got a hammock. Actually I have 2 hammocks, I don't know which one I'm gonna use. One's kind of something I'm just messing with. Maybe I'll set that up, show you real quick. It's not anywhere near finished. That wasn't down a couple weeks ago. But yeah, the road is right in front of us. Like, we're really just kind of walking in a circle right now. But the goal tonight is just to get out, camp, sleep outside, and enjoy it. Because it's like summer. It's like 80 degrees today. It's too warm for this time of year, I think. So hopefully it cools down. It's supposed to get down to like the low 50s, like 52 or something like that is what they're forecasting. So I would assume out here maybe 47 or 48 might be the lowest it gets. We'll see. All right. Oh, and look at that. It wasn't in the snow. I hung it from a twig on the tree, and it's just hanging there. I forgot I did that. There's my fire kit. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. Successful mission to get my fire kit back. At the very least, we got that. We got, I don't know, an hour, a little under an hour of daylight. So we're going to get our hammock set up and then show you some stuff I got brought with me. You just saw one of them. You got Catadine Bee-Free. Testing this out. I don't know if it'll replace my Sawyer completely, but man, it's convenient. But we'll talk about that a little bit. And most importantly, I don't smell any smoke or hear any helicopters. So we're good. You gotta love that view. We got the sun setting over there. And I am in something different today. I'm in a bridge hammock. How about that? This is a really rough prototype. I got some ideas. So I just wanted to get the basics of one made. And yeah, so far I like it. Now if you're unfamiliar with the bridge hammock, unlike a gathered in hammock like I usually am using, you got this spreader bar that keeps the width of the hammock constant. And then you lay completely flat. You can lay on your side, you can lay on your back. It's pretty nice. I think this is a good time to test it because I'm really not familiar with this setup at all. I've had it out on one day hike and tested it. it's kind of hard to set up in the shop because the suspension sets up a lot lower, and my suspensions are mounted in the wall, so it makes it a little harder. But yeah, getting the quilt on here, because I don't design quilts for bridge hammocks, but we're gonna try it. So if it's too cold, I do have my coyote pack, so if I get cold, I can just take this down and set up my my normal hammock in it, real quick. It won't be too bad. But right now, I'm really liking it. I don't have a bug net on it, so, and I don't think I'm gonna put a tarp up. I was thinking about it, but I might just not supposed to get any rain, so I might just be like cowboy camping in the hammock, because I want to see that sky. So I'll put the camera up on the tripod here and show you how flat this thing lays, because it's hard to tell from inside the hammock. All right, so here it is from a little bit of a distance. You can tell it's got its own, the suspension runs right through it, if you're not familiar with bridge hammocks, but it sits really low. Makes a nice seat just sitting in it. But yeah, when you lay in it, man, is it flat. It's like laying in a tent. You got like a really good view out of it too. It's a little bit tippy, but thankfully all my years in the kayak kind of got quick reflexes on that when it wants to tip. But I'm gonna get my quilt and everything on this and run out of daylight. Yeah, let's get that done. Completely different getting in and out of it too. So I gotta learn if I'm gonna use this to pack my top quilt on top, because you want to do that first. You flip the hammock upside down, then you attach your underquilt. So I'll show you this real quick. I'm using hardware from Dutchware, and these are made specifically for bridge hammocks. And they've got opening for the spreader bar. They've got a hole to put your suspension on. They got this little like antenna, little thumb that sticks out that you can hook your quilt suspension to. Now this is just an ugly quilt, underquilt. It's not really meant for this. So when I tested it, it seemed all right. And I got adjusted a little bit, but it looks snug. I guess we'll see. Then this is the difference. So bridge hammock, Rocco's got his, it's not really a coyote pack. It's kind of, it's like half coyote pack. So he made the original hammock body, and then I came later and added the bug net. And then his
contouring.
Is that down or is that?
Oh no, this
synthetic?
is just synthetic.
That's not Aurora.
No, but it's,
yeah, I don't think you need Aurora tonight.
No, this is, it just contours, and then this thing is extra long in case you need to put it up. But
yeah. So what is it? You used 40 degree, right?
Yeah, I'm a cold sleeper, hot sleeper, whichever way it goes.
Well, you're kind of right in the middle. You don't you don't need like a 0 degree when it's 40, but
yeah. So it's, I mean, it's probably going to be hot for summer.
Yeah.
But I have a smaller one, but I just like the way. It's kind of like an oval shape, if you will, when you start out.
Yeah.
And it just counts.
Yep.
But the winter system is the one that's filled with down, and it's like
Yeah, 17 pounds of down. It kind of defeats the purpose of using the lightweight down, but he stays warm.
And the coldest I think was not too far from here, and that's when it got down to 14 degrees, and it was
Oh yeah, that
like
was
72 or 73 inside.
it was, oh yeah, he had your split thermometer.
Yeah, I had the thermometer inside, so I woke up and I'm like, I was actually like warm inside.
Yeah.
And then my hands were cold trying to break down because it was about 14 or lower.
Or lower. Yeah, it was cold.
Yeah.
Well, that sun's kissing the horizon. It looks nice though. It's gorgeous. I love this little section of forest. I mean, I love being in conifers anyway. But kind of debating. I've got my my utility quilt with me too, my little 3/4. I might throw that on her too. I don't know that I'll need it, but I might throw it on her just to be safe, because it is the first test of it, sleeping in it overnight. I think I'll do that. And then I'll have to eat still, turn on my lamp, and I got my camp shoes. I'll put those on. So I got these specifically for camping. They're really light, and they're made by the same company that makes my winter boots, Nordiv. So I think I paid like $30 for these. They got a really good sole on them. They're pretty lightweight. They got good grip, and they're not just like slippers, but they got like this kind of spandex lycra heel box that goes over your foot and it holds them up, so not going anywhere. And they're bright freaking yellow. Not losing those. Cannot sneak up on anybody wearing these. But I had the choice. I bought them that color on purpose. Not that I need camp shoes for like a 10-minute hike in. But at work day, I did 11 miles, over 11 miles, just running back and forth inside. So yeah, a little break on my feet, not so bad. Night, Rocco.
It's already too hot.
It's
74?
It's 74 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it snowed last time I was here. It might melt this time.
Gotta love the pine, though.
Yeah. Love it. The sun. And if it's clear in the morning, the sun comes up right over there. And I would watch I know it was all snowy and everything, but the sun hitting the pines in the morning. Oh, it was great. All set up now. I did throw my utility quilt on underneath that. I got and laid in it for a minute, and it was so comfortable. So no tarp, no bug net, because I don't have one for this. But if this doesn't work out, if I want to get cold or really uncomfortable, I do have my other hammock in the bag. It's easy enough to swap them out. But other than that, I mean, it's simple. Rocco's all set up. We were just over there. You can really see the smoke. It's going to be a little hard to see now with the way the light is, but you really see the smoke off in the distance there. And yeah, we got our lights. Got these like 5 or 6 years ago. These Luminade lights. You brought yours too? Yeah. So Rocco's got his.
Never used it outside once.
Never used it outside. I think I used mine twice.
But I did not too long ago. There was a power outage.
Yeah, you gotta hit those powder outages.
I hate the powder outages. And I was like, oh, it's still in the back of the car. So that's what I used it for. So
nice. Yeah. So a couple things to figure out with this new setup here. There's no ridge line, so I guess I'll just put my water in my shoe and put it outside. Because I don't have my, the only thing I got is my Catadine bottle. I don't have my normal bottle I usually carry. So interesting. But those are things to figure out. And I'm not going to show too close of what I'm doing with this, because I am working on some prototype ideas with it. So I don't want to get too, I don't want you to get all up in my business. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's darker in here than the camera showing. But we're not too long from hearing some owls, maybe some coyotes, and there's already songbirds, there's thrushes singing. For peepers when we got here.
every time we get quiet, peepers come out.
Yeah. But I'm gonna eat my owl's hoagie with sweet peppers. I'm hungry. All right, so we're just, what time is it? 7:15, and we're just listening to the different birds. Got coyotes out here across the swamp. And unfortunately, I think that forest fire, that brush fire is going to screw us up here. But right out here, over this tree right there, Mercury should be visible. It's only visible for a really short period every year because it's so close to the sun. But it might just be a little too hazy. I just don't think. Like right in there somewhere it should be. Is that a bat? Did I just get that on camera? I think a bat just flew by. Yeah, I can't see it. That sucks. Yeah, no. I can see Venus though. Venus is right through the trees here. I don't know if it's gonna come. Oh, there it is. Right there. There's Venus. See it right there. And then Mars will be visible too, but it might be a little too early for that. Well, I'll keep my eyes peeled over. And if I see it, I'll try to get it on the camera. Yeah, it's like 8:30, and you can't tell, but right now I can kind of see it. I'm just hanging out in the hammock. Rocco just climbed in his. It's really peaceful out here. There's peepers. We've heard a bunch of songbirds going to bed. There's owls and coyotes out in the distance. That's pretty nice. I turned off my illuminated light. It was attracting some moths. And I went back and I looked to see if I could spot Mercury, but it's just a little too hazy over there. Well, I've seen it before, but it'd be cool to video. So I'm just gonna sit here and hang out for a little bit in the hammock and listen to the forest at night, and then if I hear anything, I'll try to record it. But other than that, I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's I don't know, almost 6:45, and it's gorgeous out. Look at that. That's such a beautiful little section of forest right here. Looks like it got down to about 43 for the low, and that is a good way to describe a warm sleeper. I'm a warm sleeper. This is a 50-degree top quilt. Got down to almost 40, and I'm fine. A cold sleeper would have been 60 degrees with a 50-degree quilt and been cold. So, yeah. So when you're trying to figure out what quilts to take, you gotta know how low you can push your gear. And I stayed perfectly fine. Heard some coyotes last night, way off in the distance, but it was just Alorama out there. Out on that side of the swamp. Every time I woke up, there was owls. Just everywhere. Owls. It was awesome. And then we just been sitting here. I think you can see Rocco's hammock back there. There he is. He's right over there. And might have seen a coyote right up here on the other side of the creek or something. He saw something run through. It was a pretty decent size. So it's been an active night. Ooh, I'm starting to see sun on the trees. So the sun is up. bridge hammock did good. The only problem I had, and I saw it last night, but right there you can see where the yellow cord and the silver cord come together, and then the cinch buckle's up there. Noticed last night that it was kind of at an angle, the cinch buckle. It'll be fine. It wasn't. I got up about 1 o'clock, 20 after 1 or something, and I rolled onto my side. What am I touching? I looked over to the hammock, I was touching the ground. It slid. I had to get out and readjust it, but that was my own fault. I should have fixed that buckle before I got in the hammock. Other than that, oh, this thing was great. Super comfortable. And this view, I mean, this is nuts, the view that you get out of this thing. So that's looking right off to my left. And you should just pan around. Yeah, this is a nice panoramic view. And of course, all the sky. So all the stars, everything. It was great. Yeah, no hurry to rush out of here, so you can sit here, watch the sunrise, and I guess we'll slowly pack down and get out of here. He's sleeping again. Is he up? Camp is broken down, and I got everything this time. I swear. Nothing hanging from there. To give you an idea of how warm it was, Rocco slept in shorts.
Yeah, and it was a 50 degree setup. It was a little cool, but it was nice.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. But gorgeous. Campsite has been officially named. I've named this campsite Snow Squall because that's what it did last time I was here. But there, I know you can't tell on video, but it's 40, probably 43. It might have gone up like 3 degrees. What's it say? Because we're standing here and the breeze blowing in is hot.
51.
51.
Yeah.
It went up
Those last
9 degrees
yeah.
in about 5 minutes.
Oh, look at that sun back there.
That's no joke. It went up. It was 42 when we started breaking down.
Yeah.
And it's 51.
51, that's what it says.
Holy crap. The breeze blowing in is warm. So, all right, we're going to head out. Go back to the car. See ya, campsite. We're 2 minutes out of camp. The temperature's gone up 5 degrees. There's just a line we went through where it's warm. It's got to be close to 60 right here. Actually, and it's getting warmer. I mean, we're getting closer to the edge of the woods, but it's weird to feel the seasons change as you're walking. That's different. Love this swamp. Absolutely love it. I will video this every time I come by it. So we were camped right over there. And it's taken us 8 minutes to walk around, and we've been taking our time. Well, there's the Jeep right there. It took us 12 minutes to get here, and we were not rushing at all. We did stop at the third campsite, and somebody had cut green wood to burn. I don't know why you would do that. People don't think. I'm curious, once you get out here, Rocco, look at the temperature again, see how much it went up while we were walking out.
61
It went up 10 degrees
from
in 12 minutes. Wow. And
and then it went up what, like almost 10 degrees before that.
yeah. So it is April 12th and it is hot. All right, that's gonna do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a quick, real quick trip this weekend, or this week, but just good to get out. And a Rocco sighting. See you in the next.